Hi everyone. I have been on the road since 7 a.m. this morning. It is 3:30 and this is the first opportunity I've had to take even a small break. I have been on venue tours all day with a client and it is 86 degrees out and gorgeous. I am loving the heat and the beautiful weather. Probably going to go home with a little bit of a sunburn because I've been in the sun all day. But I wanted to jump on before I got back on the road to head home for my 2-hour drive home. I wanted to get on and do my 28-day live challenge. So as I was out with my client today, I was just kind of thinking about the fact that we can shut ourselves down sometimes. We say we want help, we want the right job, the right career, the right home, the right partner. We have all these expectations of the life we're supposed to live, right? And we want it to look a certain way and be a certain way, to the point that I think sometimes we shut down our opportunities because we want it to look a certain way. So we do this all the time. Like, I have girlfriends that are in the dating world and they tell me all the time, well, of course they want a partner, but he has to work full time and he can't, he's got to have a white collar job. He can't have a blue collar job. And they don't want a man who, does manual labor, or, they don't want him to, drink, or, not want to have him hang out with his friends. Hi, Tasha. Thanks for jumping on. So it's like, as soon as they say they want something, they turn right around and they put all these parameters on it and all these reasons as to why it has to come a certain way and look a certain way. And so today I've literally been out looking at empty spaces with my client, looking at venues and imagining what we can do in each space. And she had a pretty set idea in her mind when I picked her up this morning of what she wanted her event to look like and be like. And as we went around and we looked at these different spaces, she was looking for a place to make that vision happen. And at one point we saw this place and the place took over. Like, all of a sudden it was about the place and what she could do in the place, and not about the idea that she'd come into it with. And which is kind of what got me on this subject, is because she opened herself up and she allowed what was around her to inspire her. And instead of being stuck that something had to be a certain way, she said, oh, wait, what if we did this? And she opened up this whole new perspective and ended up falling in love with it. And so I was just thinking about how we do that in life, how we say to ourselves all the time, I'm willing to work, but it's got to look a certain way. Like, I had a friend that was looking for work and was pretty much desperate for work. And, she'd say, I'll do anything. I just need to be working. And I'd say, well, the gas station down the street's hiring. And she'd just shut me down. And I can't work at a gas station, or I'm not going to work at a gas station, or, that's not what I want. Or, she'd come up with a million reasons why it was an unacceptable job, but it was a job and it was money. And so when she'd say, I'm desperate for work, I'll do anything, she didn't really mean that. And I think that we do that sometimes. We say to ourselves, I want this job, but it's got to pay me this much money and I got to get these benefits and I only want to work these hours, or I'm just not interested. Or, the reverse, like, let's talk about relationships, saying, I want, this person, but they got to have this, or they got to have that, or they got to be in this circle, or they got to drive this kind of car, or, instead of just saying, you know what? I want connection and relationship, and I'm willing to open myself up, because maybe I didn't think that I was going to like the mechanic down the street, that keeps flirting with me. But maybe because he is flirting with me, I need to just quit my prejudices, my determination that things have to come at me in a certain way, and I should just see where it takes me. Because when you open yourself up, when you allow creativity to come, when you allow the universe to supply what you are asking for, it comes in the most amazing ways. And we shut down the ways it can come to us all the time. So I've literally spent the day driving around looking at empty spaces with a client and imagining what we could do in those spaces, allowing creativity to come, not being stuck in a box and saying, this is the only thing I want, we got to figure out a place to make this happen. Instead, it was, what's here? What's in front of me? What's being offered to me? And how can I make it beautiful? And how can I make it be this amazing, awesome thing? So that was just kind of my thought today is, are you asking for something? Are you asking for help? Are you asking for, God or the universe or something to be given to you, supplied to you, whether it's personal or business? And then the second that you ask for it, you turn around and say, but it has to look this way. It has to come this way. I'm not interested in a business if it doesn't come, in a building, downtown. Like, I want to work downtown, and unless it's, something downtown, I'm not interested. Like, I would never do a direct marketing business because, oh my gosh, that's just never. I mean, we all do these things. We all have these opinions and these ideas on how we think our life should go. But I'm putting it out there to you to quit putting parameters on it. Allow things to come to you. Quit determining that it can only come to you in a certain way, because we stop the flow of grace in our life when we do that. And it is so not worth it. Like, why would you want to do that? If the whole universe is out there and moving on your behalf, why would you want to tell them they can only come to you through one road? There's no way. Why shut down the possibilities? We have endless possibilities in front of us. So why shut down what, could be miraculous if we just listen and just give ourselves the option to entertain an idea that maybe we weren't willing to entertain because of the package that it came in. And, that's my thought for the day. And I just wanted to share that with you, and I just want you to think about it. And the next time you say, that you're looking for something, or you want something, or you need something, make sure that you're not following that up with a but, and then putting all these parameters on how it can come to you. Because I want blessing to flow into your life, and I want you to look every day as if it is a miracle that's been given to you, and that every interaction that comes to you